Hey everyone, hope all is well. Let's check out these two videos. We have teens. Northwest Harris County, Houston, and other teens, Palm Beach County. This will be part A. Stick around, please, for part B, the commentary. America's youth. These are the young men, okay? And said it before, said again, the hatred for women is real. I think a lot of them do hate their mothers. Check this out. Again, this will be part A, the news clip. Please stick around for part B, the commentary. Here we go.
Details in the arrest of two teens who are accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a woman in Northwest Harris County. 17-year-old Olvin Rodriguez and a 16-year-old boy are now facing charges in connection to that attack. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is live downtown outside the Harris County Jail with new information on what he's uncovered tonight. Bryce.
Keith, tonight, that 17-year-old is being held here in the Harris County Jail on a $300,000 bond after this horrifying crime that has some Northwest Harris County neighbors rattled. This is the sleepy dead end where two teenagers allegedly sexually assaulted a 25-year-old woman they didn't know after kidnapping her at gunpoint as the woman pulled into her driveway from a concert in the early morning hours of September 2nd. Investigators say the teens walked up with a gun and forced her back into the car. They drove to Lauren Lane in Northwest Harris County, sexually assaulting her on the way, and once there, beating her when she tried to run away, then stole her car and personal belongings, including her cell phone.
I'm in shock. I'm terrified. It's so dark back there. And it's so easy for somebody to go back there and commit crimes.
A neighbor who asked us not to use her name or show her face remembers seeing the investigation unfold.
It makes me very sad, very scary.
The woman's family called 911 after she didn't return home and her phone's location was pinging elsewhere. Court documents show her mother and brother found her naked near a bush. 17-year-old Olvin Rodriguez and a 16-year-old boy investigators are not naming because of his age, now charged with aggravated robbery, aggravated sexual assault, and aggravated kidnapping.
Stand up, sir.
Rodriguez making his first court appearance last night when prosecutors said he admitted to the crimes. And his attorney said he has many mental health concerns.
Oh, bull crap.
Neighbors,
he needs to stop breathing.
Is starting to feel anything but.
I just don't understand how we were not notified of this going on out back here. That's scary.
And investigators say they were able to track down Rodriguez because he was using the victim's phone still off and on during certain periods, which sent them to a home about 15 minutes away from the crime scene. And according to court documents, this suspect has now also admitted to committing a similar crime in the same neighborhood last month.
Wow. Well, let some of you ladies tell it, and you weak gentlemen, where that boy needs some help. Well, how about we find you in the bushes naked and assaulted? Anyway, let me save that for part B, the commentary. So that was Northwest Harris County. That's H-Town, Houston. Yep, and they're bringing in a whole lot of people here from Houston. The border's open. Anybody and their mama can come. We already have enough nutcases here. I don't know if he's here legally or not, but he's a piece of crap. And I hope they put him in jail, prison for life, and population. And sometimes you reap what you sow. I hope karma comes quick. Now let's check out what happened in Palm Beach. What are America's teens doing?
Overnight, two teens arrested, accused of an armed carjacking.
That's right. Police say that they held a woman at gunpoint before sexually battering her. Local 10's Parker Branton is live in Fort Lauderdale with more on what happened. Parker.
Alex, good morning. According to the Broward County Sheriff's Office, this is a dangerous duo, just 18 and 16 years old. Both of these people now in custody. charged with sexual
18
battery
and 16.
and kidnapping. Let me take you to this mugshot of one of those people who have been arrested in this case, that 18-year-old Corey Jones. Again, he is just one of those, the other being a 16-year-old. According to investigators, around 9:30 Wednesday night, that is when they committed an armed kidnapping and sexual battery on an adult female after carjacking her at gunpoint. Detectives say the two armed men walked up to the woman as she was returning home, forcing her into the backseat of her car. The suspects then driving to an unknown location and sexually battering her multiple times. They then drove to an ATM and forced her to withdraw money from her account and sexually battered her again. The woman was able to finally get out of the car when they forced her out, and then they took off in it. Thursday, detectives locating that victim's vehicle in Pompano Beach. That's when they say they saw that 18-year-old in the driver's seat of the vehicle. He tried to take off, but deputies eventually catching up to him and taking him into custody. Then one day later, Friday, they did find that 16-year-old as well. Both of them, they say, confessed to the crimes and are facing charges of sexual battery with a weapon, kidnapping an adult, carjacking with a firearm, and robbery with a weapon. Back out live here outside of BSO this morning, we have reached out to deputies for more information on this case. Again, we do know at least part of this took place in Pompano Beach, but we're still working to get more information for you. But again, this morning, an 18-year-old and 16-year-old are in custody.
Okay, people, so this is part A. Please stick around for part B, the commentary. It's Simply Said here on YouTube. Wow.